It's not uncommon for crypto exchange websites and platforms to get hacked, but it seems like the breaches are getting more and more frequent. Most recently, Deribit, based in Panama, fell prey to hackers, and as a result, a staggering $28 million were lost. Because of the hack, the exchange had to completely stop withdrawals for a while. Let's get into this and look at some of the other largest crypto hacks so far. First up, let's get into the details of the hack. The crypto exchange Deribit was just hacked, and a lot of money was stolen. Deribit tweeted just a few minutes after the hack, informing users that their hot wallet was breached. They made sure to calm any worries that people might have, saying that their assets are safe. But because of the hack, Deribit said that they needed to stop withdrawals for a bit, just a safety measure until things were okay again. It was definitely a relief for users knowing that their money was safe, but $28 million is still a huge amount. In their statement on Twitter, Deribit added that the hack is isolated to their BTC, ETH, and USDC Zero hot wallets. Even if you don't know anything about crypto, you know that these are the highest value ones right now. It was also great to know that cold storage addresses also remain safe. Decrypt reported that the hacker got a hold of 691 BTC and 9,111 ETH, and the USDC stolen was quickly being converted to Ethereum. As of right now, the stolen funds are currently being held in two wallets in Bitcoin and Ethereum. They haven't been moved yet. When a hack like this happens, it's definitely scary. Not for the exchange that got hacked, but for everyone else too, because it just shakes the trust of users all over the world. And with cryptocurrency being at the center of a lot of controversies, these kinds of hacks are exactly what might lead to people developing plenty of misconceptions. So to prevent that, exchanges everywhere are taking extra security measures, and for good reason. Next, did this hurt the company? Of course it goes without saying, but this hack was a huge deal because it posed a great threat to the crypto security systems in general. Representatives from Deribit said that they have been performing ongoing security checks, and we can only hope that these are strong enough to protect them from hackers. As an added measure, they said that their customers should refrain from depositing any funds, at least for now. If some customers have already sent deposits, they will only be processed after a required number of verifications and confirmations. And once they pass these verifications, only then will the funds be credited to their accounts. In the wake of the hack, if the customers didn't lose their assets, the losses were suffered elsewhere. But in another tweet, Deribit said that they're still financially sound, and that's honestly great to hear. They also added that the company's reserves are enough to cover the losses without impacting the insurance fund. Now, what's next for Deribit? Halting withdrawals for a while isn't good for a huge crypto exchange like Deribit. However, they're still trying to reassure their users that things will go back to normal as soon as possible. A spokesperson for the company said that Deribit is going to try to resume withdrawals as soon as possible, and now they're placing a lot more emphasis on strengthening all their security measures. They also said that they're determined not to leave their users in the dark. A complete detailed interview regarding the hack is in progress and will be made public to the users as soon as it's done. The interview is also going to cover the things that could have caused the vulnerability and how things will change, we're assuming. It's great that this crypto exchange company is being so transparent and honest with its users. The representative who spoke to the Cointelegraph also added that it is the first time in the company's history that they experienced an attack like this. Considering it first launched in 2016, it's great that they've managed to keep it secure for so long, but some changes are definitely in order. Let's move on to what else the representatives of the company have to say. It seems that Deribit is trying to cover all of their bases after this huge incident. The chief commercial officer of the company, Luke Stryers, appeared on CoinDesk TV and reassured the clients and users that their assets have not been affected. He also talked about how withdrawals are halted, but it's just a temporary thing until the firm can make security checks. Stryers also talked about the details of the hacking incident, saying that they were able to gain access to their wallet server, and this allowed them to make immediate withdrawals from the company's hot wallet. Deribit only keeps 99% of its assets in cold storage, and only 1% of them are in hot wallets. The COO made sure that everyone knew that the hacker only gained access to a small amount of money, and nobody was going to lose anything, except for the company. Stryers also went into detail about how the losses will be covered by the company. Apparently, Deribit's balance sheet assets will be used instead of the huge insurance fund, which is worth $40 million. But at the end of the day, Stryers said that they still don't know how access was gained. Thankfully, even after this loss, Deribit is going to continue its operations, with things going back to normal soon. $28 million might be a lot for certain exchanges, but thankfully, Deribit didn't suffer too much of a loss. Moving on to some of the biggest hacks in crypto ever. One of the main reasons why people don't trust digital currencies as much is because of how susceptible they are to hacking. There's no shortage of high-profile threats on online crypto exchanges, and it definitely explains why certain people are so scared to invest in crypto. People who trade crypto and have founded various exchange platforms believe that blockchain technology is secure, but still, whenever they're investing, they know a risk is involved. involved. So far, over $1 billion worth of cryptocurrency has been stolen from users, and we're just talking about this year. If there's one thing this year proved, it was that blockchain isn't as secure as we think. A lot of thefts have happened in 2022, and this is driving a lot of investors away. They want to keep their money somewhere safe, and if crypto wallets and exchanges aren't safe, there's no reason they should use them. First up, the Ronin Network. The Ronin Network was the largest ever crypto hack in history. It happened in March of this year, and over $625 million were stolen. Hackers breached the network and stole over $600 million in Ethereum and USDC. When it was investigated, US officials blamed the North Korean government for backing the Lazarus Group. In the end, Binance only recovered a fraction of it, $5.8 million. Next, let's look at the Poly Network hack. This network had over $600 million stolen overnight. The exact amount was $611 million. In case you were wondering, the developers of the Poly Network project Evertally appealed on Twitter for the stolen funds. Out of the total amount, $33 million was Tether. The Poly Network eventually established a lot of addresses for the funds to be returned, and the unknown hacker was starting to agree to cooperate. Thankfully, after a mere 2 days, $300 million of the stolen money was recovered. The hacker even admitted that he only targeted Poly for fun because it would be a challenge. Now, let's look at Binance's hacking. Binance was also one of the most high-profile attacks ever to happen in the world of crypto. It was hacked for $570 million just a few weeks ago in October. BSC Token Hub was targeted by hackers, and this is a cross-chain bridge. BNB is essentially the original crypto token, and so this hack was a really big deal. The CEO of Binance, Changpeng Zhao, discussed the hack and explained how the tokens were stolen from the Token Hub bridge. There was a bug in the smart contract which allowed the hack to happen, and this proves one thing: we absolutely need blockchain security to be tighter. Coming up, the Coincheck hack. Even Coincheck was hacked, and they lost a huge amount. $525 million isn't a joke. The Japanese exchanged this huge loss back in January of 2018. A hot wallet created the perfect opportunities for hackers to slide in. Considering hot wallets are online and never safe as an offline storage outlet, Coincheck should have seen this coming. Even though the NEM Foundation president Long Wang said this was the biggest theft in the history of the world, Coincheck still survived and continued their operations as normal. As a result of the hack, though, they were bought out by a Japanese financial service company called the Monex Group. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think about Deribit being hacked? After looking at all these big hacks, is investing in crypto really worth it? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.